weekend. It was a beautiful weekend to enjoy the beaches and all the activities. This morning I'm here with Angela, Councillor Angela, Jane from Lands, and Cassandra from the Lands Advisory Board. We'd like to talk to you this morning a little bit about the land code vote that's coming up. Back in the spring, I had an opportunity to fly out to Calgary and attend a conference that was sponsored by the Lands Advisory Board. At this conference, they featured the communities who are experiencing success after taking control of their lands. It was very inspirational to listen to all the communities who are experiencing success in economic development and economic development ventures that are based on community planning and, most importantly, community involvement in realizing a vision. A lot of these communities talked about how they talked about these ventures for years and years. So it was a dream for them to see it finally happen and to share their success with the rest of First Nations across Canada was really inspirational. And I think that's something that we need to look at as well. I know the community planning that we've done last year, there was a lot of involvement, a lot of excitement to see this happen. So it's time to start looking at how we're going to realize our goals as a community and our goals as membership to start making these things happen. And when it comes down to the vote on the land code, it's your decision. I mean, we can provide the information, and that's your decision. So I hope you make time and effort to either get out or is voting online still available?
It's still available.
Okay, so I'm going to hand it over to Jane.
Good morning. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Jane Copacog. I'm the lands manager for Bosley First Nation, and I've been working in the lands department since 1994. So I have seen the changes that have occurred throughout the years. We operate under what's called a delegation of land management authority under sections 53 and 60 of the Indian Act. So to me, this is the next step, a natural progression. I see the benefits to this process only because I work in the lands department, and I know that this will assist us as far as speeding things up in terms of dealing with the government process. And this way everything is done in-house here, everything is approved, and things move along a lot quicker. I know there's been some comments that have been made online, and there's been some misconceptions, so I urge all of you to read the material that's been provided to you. If you have any questions, please call us, email us, stop in the office, and we'd be more than happy to provide you with the information that you need to make an informed decision. Again, I see the benefits, and if you want to know what those benefits are to us or to you directly, come and see us and we'll explain it to you. So I'm going to turn this over to Cassandra Cadeau. She's our advisor from the Lands Advisory Board.
Okay, I'll just hit on a couple of things. First of all, my name is Cassandra Cadeau. I work with the Lands Advisory Board Resource Center. My family is actually from Alderville, and my Busgum is actually from Bosley First Nation out of Good. So I was just going to kind of try and fill in the gaps on some of the misconceptions out there or things that people might be most interested in. And I think it's important that every member knows that nothing happens with the land code without the members. That really is the driving force behind the whole thing. The authority to make decisions over lands really does get returned to the membership rather than being in the hands of the Minister and of Canada. Your community will have the ability to address legislative gaps, including environmental assessment and protection laws, leasing laws. You'll be able to actually enforce your laws and have your own local dispute resolution process happening here rather than relying on outside court systems. those are still available if you choose to use those. And the land code can only be changed if members approve that. There's a whole list of things that must go to members for approval. That's all outlined in the land code, but I think that's pretty important to mention. And the land code really does protect your lands. So currently there's about 13,664 acres of Owsley First Nation reserve lands. So that's Christian Island 30, 30A, Beckwith Island, and Cedar Point. And basically that land base can never be diminished. That can never be expropriated by the province. Canada has very limited ability to expropriate ever again, only in an extreme circumstance. And you will always be able to add lands to reserve base. And I guess maybe just the last big point I was going to hit on is that this is the first real recognition of your inherent right to govern your own lands. It really is removing those 44 sections of the Indian Act and returning it to the people here at Owsley.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Angela Beatty. I'm a counselor and I'm also a member. A couple of points that I wanted to make is we'll be able to make our MRP law a little more friendly and protect our members from land threats. And then the biggest point is this is actually a move to begin our self-government journey and to get away from INAC control when it comes to our land. And thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Hope to see you again next week. And do reach out to our lands department if you do have any questions. And there are you can reach any of our land staff or who have the information. And if there are some questions that are on the top of your mind, do reach out to them. Either call, email, or just drop in the lands department. And thank you very much. And we'll see you next week.
Oh, I forgot to mention as well, the official polling date is July 20th from the hours of 9 till 8 p.m. We still have the online voting platform, which is available to anybody who wants to vote using that method. If you haven't received a link to the website is One Feather. You can call our office, we can assist you with the process. Otherwise, you would have received the information in your registration packages. So again, the official polling date is July 20th from the hours of 9 till 8 p.m. Thank you.
You go ahead.
Thank you.